welcome back to my channel. Thank you. I don't even know what I'm saying. Thank you for watching.
It always flips it.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone for the support on the last video. As you can see, I'm joined with my flatmate Andrew, and this video is going to be very different to the last few. So as some of you are aware, I do have an Instagram book page where I post reviews of the books that I've been reading. Decided to do is once a month do a review on on my favourite book of the month that I've been reading, and we're here to do that today. So we're going to talk about The Last Correspondent. This is a book that Andrew kindly bought me. He kindly bought me. It took us a couple of days and we're just going to talk about how much we enjoyed it. So if you want to go ahead and you can start off.
So, like Amy says, I bought this book on Amazon. It's published by Amazon, and I found it when I was looking on the Kindle app in about October, and it told me it wasn't out till November. So every week I was on this Amazon site trying to buy this book, waiting to try and find the release date. And then one day it was out. It was just like there was no release that it had been.
So basically it's about a journalist, a photojournalist and a model.
Yeah.
In war in France.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we're both broadcast students, so we're really interested in like becoming journalists, and this is something that we can obviously link to in the sense of like how their lives are, like what they do for their jobs, where they put themselves so that they can do the work that they love. So that was kind of a good thing in the sense that we could relate to it. Obviously, we can't relate to the fact that they are working in the war, and you also can't relate to the fact that they're women.
Because we don't.
But that they're women and that we're not getting stopped now, like, because in this book they're not allowed to work.
The main feature of the book is definitely, from what I can tell, what I took from it was definitely about their struggle as female correspondents trying to be recognised. It was really refreshing in a way, like you say, like to not take for granted the privilege that we have, that we don't need to fight in that way. I mean, the whole goal of the book is for the correspondents to get to Normandy, to get on the front line, and it's just constant pushback after pushback. If it's not one person saying no, someone else says yes, and then their higher up says no. Mm-hmm. It's really interesting and really quite sobering as journalists and wannabe journalists to see kind of what these people had to go through purely because they were women.
Each chapter's a different character telling their side of the story. It's kind of not really them telling it though. It's written in third person. So that's something that I didn't really enjoy. I like to be connected to the character rather than like someone else telling their story. I like the fact that each chapter was a different character. That's something that I really enjoy doing and like reading. I think it just makes it more like, for me, I want to read it more. Like I'm like, okay, what's going to happen then? Right, okay, what's he saying now? Do you know what I mean? Like in that sense.
I disagree with you on the aspect of it. I really enjoyed the third person. I feel like the third person made it very fly on the wall. It makes it a bit more that you're there.
Yeah.
But I understand the desire for it to be first person as well, because you're then playing as these characters rather than
definitely.
It's you that's being refused to go to Normandy. It's you that's being told you can't do it. Whereas in third person you are watching someone be told. But I didn't find it as frustrating, maybe, or maybe that's too strong a word, but I didn't dislike it at all in third person.
I think if it was written in first person you'd be connected to them more. Like when things were happening to them I was kind of like, but if I was feeling that I was them, then I would have the feels, in my feels.
I agree that some chapters, maybe if they had been in first person, would have been even more page turning than I found it.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Like I say, I was honestly hooked on this book. I stayed up until about 1 a.m. reading. I was
up
awake
till 4 one night.
Till 4
like flicking through. I was like, oh my god. Literally just talking here about how like we were reading this book until like 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff. And I just wanted to add in this wee thing that I bought. So it's this light that you attach to the bottom, like the top of your book, and like it's got different settings on it, so it's really good. If you're a night reader like me, you should definitely buy it. It's so worth it. I think it was like £5 off Amazon, so I'll put it in the comments down below and you can get buying it.
One thing I wasn't a big fan of about the book was I feel you don't really get to, because you spend so much time, well, all your time is either as these three women, you don't connect very much with the other characters. I find I didn't feel I got to know the other characters. They were very much supporting, and obviously that's because the point of the book is to follow these three women, but I would have liked a bit more explicit contact with these supporting characters, because they're very strong characters. They're in it a lot, and
No,
I think it would have been quite nice to get to know them a wee bit more. I can't recommend this book enough, although, like I say, there were a handful of aspects that I would have liked. That doesn't detract at all from what I'm saying about how much I loved this book. Like, honestly, I'm gushing. Like, honestly, this book just hooked me. I've been so excited to do this review on it as well, because I was hooked on it from the minute I saw what it was about and what it was called. I was like, I need that book. I need that book. And then,
see, when you said it to me, I was like, no, getting it. That's it. We need it.
And I started reading it before you as well. No, we started reading it at the same time, but then you fell behind, and I powered on.
I literally, let's put it straight. I did read it in 3 days. How many days did it take you? 3 days?
It took me about
2.5.
2.5, 3.
Right, okay.
Yeah, probably.
So same, but mine was obviously over a longer period because I wasn't reading it between. So facts right, love. I read like the first half of it, then I didn't read it for a couple of days because I was obviously busy, and then the last part I read it all in one chunk. I think I read like 4 or 5 chapters here and there, and that was it, because I can't put it down.
I loved it. I think if you read it, you'll be like us as well. You'll be hooked. It's so well written. Like I don't know how much you want to say about the book at all. If you want to name the characters, I don't know. But
I don't mind.
Yeah. I think Ella, who's the journalist, she really goes on a character journey. At the beginning of the book, she's a bit
shy.
She's shy, and she kind of doesn't want to leave. So she's American. She doesn't want to leave America and go to France.
She doesn't really. I don't think she really believes in herself that she can go there. Because obviously she's been told she can't, but it's been handed to her, and she's just like, no. She doesn't want to. I think that's what it is.
She has the disagreement with her mum as well quite early on. Her mum doesn't want her to go to France. Or well, it was London at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So she's supposed to go to London and cover women's issues, I think, and then she pushes to become the war correspondent. Her character journey, I thought, was incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
To watch her really grow as a journalist, grow as a person. Her strength just went through the roof, I think.
The same with Danny. Because of Ella, though. I feel like if Ella wasn't there, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah,
Danny definitely softens. She's the photojournalist, and I think she definitely softens through the story with what she sees and what she experiences. I think her character was really in need of that.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the book, she's very kind of hard-faced and knows what she wants and how she's going to get it. So it was really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a really good book, and although I wasn't a big fan of Chloe, who's the model, I respected her. Even at the end, she does kind of toughen up a wee bit. It sounds so horrible, but
no, I know what you mean.
I wasn't her biggest fan, but I respect her.
Yeah. So 10 out of 10 for us.
Oh, absolutely 10 out of 10. If I could give it more, I would. Like, really.
So I will be doing this once a month. Around about the same time every single month. I usually recently I've been reading about a book a week. However, obviously things change and people are busy. So I'm going to try and read one book a week, and then the 4th week I'll be doing the review on my favourite book. So this month I've picked 3 books that I'm going to try and finish for next month and do the review. So the first one I've just started it the other day is The Perfect Wife. Then the next one I will be reading is Never Tell by Lisa Gardner, who is one of my favourite authors. I love this woman. If you ever see this, hit me up. The third one I've picked is The Handmaid's Tale. I thought this was a good way to do both platforms, on my Instagram and on here, because obviously I'm a broadcast student and multi-platforms in it. But yeah, thank you, and hit the subscribe button and the bell and the like. Follow Andrew's Instagram I'll
Do
put
it
it in the
all,
bottom.
do it all. Thank you for having me
No
for your
problem
first
at all.
review. It's
I know.
been great fun.
So, yep, maybe we'll be doing it again sometime.
Maybe I might just gate crash The Handmaid's Tale. Who knows?
Oh.
Because I'm now that we've spoken about it, I'm a bit enthralled.
We might do a review on the TV show and the book. Like,
Maybe. Who knows?
don't ideas.
Too many ideas.
But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy.